The court. Well, what is the tragedy, sir? Mr. Gresham. The tragedy, I'll read it. She sent in an affidavit and a declaration and affirmation. I'll read it as I'm coming forth. Ronald Gresham, Cosmo, a non-assumption, declared direct in this case against Miss Kiavi. A great tragedy has occurred. The court. Why is she not present before this court? Mr. Gresham. Well, I'm reading it now. The public enforcement had become so severe that a great fear of the system had been installed within the being of our sister, Miss Kiavi. The court. Mr. Gresham, please tell me in simple words why Miss Kiavi is not present before this court. Mr. Gresham. She's not present before the court because, as it says in the affidavit, her husband was recently, with a stranglehold, brought down. He's a 78-year-old man. With a stranglehold, the police reduced him unconscious and subdued him and dragged him from his own home without a search warrant. This was over a traffic citation. Adding that in, this was over a traffic citation. And she has a great fear that this might happen to her here in court. And she has asked that the court will allow me to help her in this case, and she has signed this affirmation. The court. Sir, the court is not going to allow you to represent Miss Galvey. You are not a licensed attorney, and you told us earlier at several other hearings, you are not a licensed attorney. You're not here to represent Miss Galvey. It doesn't appear to me she's got any reason to be here that's legitimate. I'm placing a license stopper on her license at T-134 and T-135. Mr. Gresham. Thank you. Excuse me, this is the judge still speaking here. Mr. Gresham, thank you. Your representations are noted for the court. Mr. Gresham. Judge, I'd like to contest that statute has been invalid and ask for a hearing date be set on this matter. Court. Mr. Gresham, should you continue to proceed in this way, I'm going to make an on-the-record referral to the prosecutor's office that you are practicing law illegally before this court. Mr. Gresham. I do not practice law. The court. That's good. Mr. Gresham. Then will you enter these papers for Miss Kiavi? The court. She's welcome to file them in the court, the district court, in the normal course. Mr. Gresham. I can't enter them now? The court. No, sir. Mr. Gresham. And I cannot speak any longer for Miss Kiavi? The court. If you do so, you're going to stand a chance of being possibly violating the law by unauthorized practice of law. Mr. Gresham. Could I just read this one out of the law book? It says that no one can be punished for having refused obedience to the law once it is found to be unconstitutional. I hereby find that that statute contradicts my constitutional rights of involuntary servitude, slavery, and is unsubstantiable. The court. Mr. Prosecutor, please take note of Mr. Gresham's appearance at this time. I would ask the prosecuting attorney for the county of Hawaii, to continue in his investigation as set out by this court of Mr. Gresham's unauthorized practice of law on behalf of several individuals. Mr. Gresham. Thank you very much, Mr. Gresham. And I place that on appeal, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this point, the court. Sir, you're excused, Mr. Gresham. Mahalo, on appeal. Mahalo, and a happy day. Well, our faithful timepiece seems to have failed us here on the first day of the program. I have no idea how far along in the program we are, but it seems like that our time is just about out. So what we're going to do here is talk about the Gathering 93 Hawaii, and then we're about to sign out here. Gathering 93 Hawaii was a total success. And now then, Gathering 94 Hawaii comes forth. 4th of July, July the 1st through the 7th. Welcome home is the cry being heard throughout the land. It's the family of God coming together. Let's give thanks, hug, and shake hands. It's a happy day indeed, as universal sovereignty is at this time taking its place in various cultures and being exhibited in many different lands. Sovereignty is really not quite so difficult to understand, as the meaning simply implies one's individual responsibility. Throughout time, sovereignty has been grossly misunderstood, as taking our individual responsibility can in no way create individuality or separatism. Sovereignty is the coming together of all nations, no longer one claiming to be that or better than any other. This wonderful gathering is our opportunity of our lifetime for accepting our sovereign responsibility and coming together to talk story and participate in the various events together, learning how to live and get along with every culture. Who cares what the color might be? Everyone is invited to attend the gathering and share in the wonderful energy of healing, dancing, feasting, singing together in a marvelous setting of outdoors, joy, love, and ecstasy. Everything is given free. Volunteers are needing to prepare our main kitchen and various other projects such as the stage, the cable ride, tents, tarps, and campsites. All the Ohana, the brothers and sisters across the island and across the world, those in retirement centers, and any who might be sick are encouraged to come and be a part of this miracle gathering. Call now and be a part. July the 1st through July the 7th. Aloha. Let's see you at the gathering. 94, Hawaii. Aloha and a happy day. Infinite love, ecstatic vibrations given through the ethers, distant joys of understanding, unfolding visions of succulent happiness, eternal kindness, instant forgiveness, divine oneness, the all-terrestrial course of universal holding, loving, embracing, experiencing, uninterrupted love throughout all the ages. You and I have been chosen to become one of the dancers, dancing upon the great universal stage of life and light, constantly changing as all universal things forever shall be, spiraling upward within ascension eternally, spiraling, always moving upward, upward, as it will always be, eternally. Aloha, and a happy day from the Cosmic Express. Gathering 94 Hawaii. Gathering site will be announced at a later date. This has been Special Edition 13, Volume 2 of the world-famous Cosmic Express. The Cosmic Express is sponsored by the Universal Peace Center, Post Office Box 1065, Hilo, Hawaii, 96721. Area code 808-968-6500. Boldly, I now stand before the Creator of my aloha in the happy days. Boldly, I now stand before my Creator, naked and without blemish. Aloha in the happy day.